Dear students, welcome back. Now we are going to revise the lung volumes. So this lung volumes is also called as ventilation boundaries of lung. So the amounts of air which are present in the lungs are different in different situations. Okay, so these can be termed as with different definitions like tidal volume, inspiratory reserve volume, tidal volume, inspiratory reserve volume, expiratory reserve volume, and residual volume. Residual volume. Now we will see one by one. So, what do you mean by tidal volume? It is the volume of air that is breathed in or out during normal quiet respiration. So, at rest, so the type of respiration taking place is the quiet respiration or normal respiration. In normal respiration, we are taking some amount of air in and we are expiring some amount of air out. So, the amount which we are breathing in and out in quiet respiration is called tidal volume. Normally, it is about 500 ml. So, the tidal volume is normally about 500 ml. So, the volume is decreases in restrictive lung diseases and chest diseases. So, and also in respiratory depression. So, in the previous session, we have seen that restrictive lung disease which is caused in scoliosis. So, here the tidal volume is decreased in restrictive lung diseases. Now, coming to the inspiratory reserve volume. So, it is the volume of air that can be breathed in. The volume of air that can be breathed in over and above the tidal volume. Over and above the tidal volume by maximal inspiratory effort. By maximal inspiratory effort. So, the amount of air that can be breathed in after maximal inspiratory effort is called as inspiratory reserve volume. This maximal inspiratory effort is always greater than tidal volume. So its value is about 2 to 3 liters. 2 to 3 liters. Whereas the normal tidal volume is 500 ml. And this inspiratory reserve volume is also decreases in restrictive diseases. Okay. Coming to the expiratory reserve volume. So it is the volume of air which can be expelled out or breathed out over and above the tidal volume by maximal expiratory effort. Its value is about 1 liter. So expiratory reserve volume is the volume of air which can be breathed out over and above the tidal volume by maximal expiratory effort. So it is about 1 liter. It is decreased in obstructive lung diseases. It is decreased in obstructive lung diseases. There is a lot of difference in restrictive lung diseases as well as obstructive lung diseases. So this expiratory reserve volume is decreased in obstructive lung diseases. Next, coming to the residual volume, that is RV. So the residual volume is the amount of air which remains inside the lungs even after maximal expiration. So it is about 1.2 liters. It is about 1.2 liters. So residual volume is the amount of air which remains inside the lungs even after maximal expiration. It is about 1.2 liters. So this residual volume is increased in one type of obstructive disease called as emphysema. Okay. Now coming to the capacities of the lung. So these capacities of the lungs includes combination of these volumes. So now we will see the functional residual capacity. So functional residual capacity is the amount of air which remains inside the lungs after normal expiration. After normal expiration. So the functional residual capacity is the combination of expiratory reserve volume and the residual volume. So normally it comes about 2.2 liters because expiratory reserve volume is 1 liter and residual volume is 1.2 liter, total 2.2 liters. So the value increases in diseases like emphysema, that is in obstructive lung diseases. So an increase in functional residual capacity influences the alveolar ventilation, which finally shows effect in the pulmonary gas exchange. So expiratory reserve volume mainly consists of carbon dioxide. If this volume is increased, definitely it affects the gaseous exchange at the alveolar level. Okay. Next one is the inspiratory capacity. It is the amount of air equal to the combination of inspiratory reserve volume as well as the tidal volume. Normally it is about 2.5 to 3.5 liters. Coming to the total lung capacity, it is the maximum amount of air that is contained in the lungs after maximum inspiration. So it is the maximum amount of air that is contained in the lungs after maximum inspiration, which includes all these values. So inspiratory reserve volume, tidal volume, expiratory reserve volume and residual volume all will get about 5.5 liters. That is the total lung capacity. And coming to the vital capacity, it is the amount of air that can be breathed out by maximum inspiration after a maximum inspiration. So its value is about 4 to 5 liters in male and 3 to 4 liters in female. So in the vital capacity, we are not going to consider the residual volume. So totally we are having 5.5 liters, that is the total lung capacity. For the vital capacity, it comes nearly about 4 to 5 liters in males and 3 to 4 liters in females. So all these volumes are going to change in restrictive lung diseases and obstructive lung diseases. So that thing we are going to see in the pathological changes occur in the chest wall, thorax and chest wall. So we are going to see a case called chronic obstructive pulmonary diseases. Thank you.